Autumn temperatures just do not want to get going around here in northeast Wisconsin. As we begin October, we will eventually get into another run of 80-degree temperatures. Could be as high as mid to upper 80s on the thermometer. Once we get into the weekend, 61 right now with mostly cloudy skies and northeast wind. That combination of wind and clouds, that's going to keep temperatures up a little bit more than where we have been the previous couple mornings. 66 degrees in Appleton, very mild. And then Oshkosh with mostly cloudy conditions. You are at 64. Lows tonight, mid to upper 50s. And of course up north just a smidge cooler, but again, nothing terribly chilly whatsoever in our near-term forecast. We have plenty of cloud cover streaming in from western sections of the state. A weak disturbance out there here tonight. But you can tell that the weather story is quiet because I'm focusing on clouds. Just clouds, no rain. Some clouds coming in tonight, and they'll be here for tomorrow. And as we show you Futurecast real quickly, again, nothing for rain, but we will have certainly a little bit more of a overcast condition, especially in the morning hours, going over partly sunny conditions for the afternoon. And once you get into Thursday, it does look like we get these clouds to break again. Rain chances in the next 3 days, pretty much nil. We'll have to watch maybe just a sprinkle or passing shower Friday night. Really nothing for major rain. We are going to be focusing on what could possibly coming in now Sunday night going into Monday. Latest modeling suggesting that we could get some showers then, and then that would set up a boundary right over central and northeast Wisconsin, potentially into early next week, where we could get some needed rain. As you see right there, we'll have to see if that comes to fruition, but at least we're seeing that in the modeling information and the data, and it's finally maybe beginning to show a little bit of moisture in there. So staying quiet and dry for now, near record warmth for this weekend. I do think Friday and Saturday could be record setters. You'll see that in a 7-day. And then finally some rain potentially for early next week. Those are your weather headlines. Today we had a high of 79 degrees. Could not quite close out September at an 80, but it felt like it. 82 degrees in Chicago, 85 Des Moines, and a lot of 80s to near 90-degree warmth right near us here. Now we'll have a ridge continue to be the main influence in the upper levels. But watch what's happening now once we finally get into the 10th of October. You see this little low but chilly weather coming in with a trough digging south. Again, another sign that perhaps we're finally getting into a little bit of a change as we advance into the middle portion of October. Above average temperatures expected around the western Great Lakes. Per the Climate Prediction Center, you're supposed to see a red map there, but it's not showing up for some reason right now. Tomorrow we're expecting low to mid 70s for Green Bay and the Valley. About 78 out in Wapaka, 69 right at the lakeshore. Your temperature trend now. This is where it gets really windy and warm. 80 on Thursday. How about on Friday? 86, 87 Saturday. Both of those days would be records if we hit that. Now we'll be cooling down to around 70 on Monday, and then finally some 60s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week. Again, that sign of that little bit of a change coming in. Speaking of changes, we do have some fall foliage taking off up north. It's just the physics of the amount of daylight you get this time of year, and certainly aided by the stress of the dry and warm conditions. The color just tends to kind of go quickly, maybe not as vibrant as we typically get. Now we're going to show you next week's forecast. You want to get up north if you want to see some fall color because it's going to happen quickly, likely next week at or past peak at that point. Your forecast for tonight, clouds increase. A mild night will be in the mid-50s, and then for tomorrow, partly sunny, a touch cooler, but still mild for this time of year. There you can see your high temperatures right around 74 for Green Bay and the Valley. Out on the water tomorrow with that easterly component to the wind, we could have 1 to 2 footers on the nearshore waters of Lake Michigan. Here's your 7-day planner. Clouds to sun, breezy conditions, and very warm on Thursday, and 80, 86 on Friday. I have those record highs listed. 87 Saturday, 84 on Sunday. We'll have a chance Sunday night going into Monday potentially for a little bit of rain, and then that could set up a more active pattern into early or mid portions of next week.
Overall, a really nice forecast. You know what? I think we'll take the rain because, believe it or not, it's going to not be rain soon enough. So I think we could use it.
Let's not borrow trouble, Caitlin. Yes,
Right.
Eventually it will snow. Yes.
Eventually. Okay, we won't talk about it yet. Thanks, Luke.